Just like every kid in 1994, I was a huge Lion King fan. Sort of like the ultimate jewel in Disney's Renaissance crown. Little Mermaid made a lot of money, Beauty and the Beast made a lot of money, Aladdin made a lot of money, and The Lion King trumped them all. At the time, it was the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Yes, of all time. It made close to $900 million in 1994. So inflation-wise, we're looking at least $1.5 billion. That's a lot of money for a movie that's sort of like Hamlet with lions. And let's not talk about the Simba, the White Lion controversy troubles. Anyway, a lot of merch was released in 1994 and 1995, and of course I had to collect it. I didn't collect it all, luckily for my parents and my family's wallets, but I did manage to gather some crap and some stuff. Let's look at the 1994 Lion King merch that I got as a 10-year-old kid. Why did I keep this sealed? Apparently, even back in 1994, I was a huge nerd. The excellent Mattel toys. Here's Mufasa. Yeah, great likeness. Oh my god, look at this Mufasa. Focus, focus. Can we focus on Mufasa? Great likeness for 1994. This was not a digital scan. Oh, where's it? Focus on Mufasa. That's a great likeness. My dear Lord, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna keep myself unfocused for a while. Simba. No, sorry, Simba. Looks a lot like Mufasa, actually. It's not the same mold, but yeah. Timon! Timon! I love the fact that his tail is sticking. Ooh, is that a dead spider? I love the fact that the tail is sticking out of the package. That's just funny. Nowadays they do that a lot. Toys have sort of like, toys don't come in boxes anymore. If you look at Jurassic World boxes now, it's always a little cardboard and then just touchy-feely plastic. So kids can play. It's as if they're catering to the collectors, the adult market, that you can already play with it in the box. This was shower cream. Well, not shower, bubble bath. And it came with either a Simba or a Pumbaa, and I think I even have the Pumbaa, but it's somewhere else. It's not in this box. It's a hand puppet, so yeah, quite nice. Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a start. If this is where the monarchy is heading, count me out! Out of service, out of Africa, I wouldn't hang about. Oh, even does he do a flap, flap, flap? Do I need a solid surface for this? Solid surface. Very impressive. Here's a scarf from McDonald's. Oh. That's a very unimpressive scar. This is like Scar that already fell off the Pride Rock and is struggling to maintain his balance with a broken bone or a broken knee. Could have been better, McDonald's. And last but not least, Simba. But he doesn't do anything, does he? Wind his tail. It does seem that the legs... Let's see. Nope. I was expecting him to do some sort of a somersault. Nope. No idea what it is. It probably did something in 1994, but yeah. Anyway, Should I put these in my McDonald's box or in my Lion King box? Something I'm currently debating. A Nestle, sort of a Kinder surprise, Disney Family Boule de chocolat au lait avec jouet. And it's only in French, because Nestle is a French company. Best before the 26th of June 1996. And a minimum of 30% cacao. Cacao. Is it still edible? No, I ate it. But is the gift still inside? Let's see. The gift is still inside. That's nice. It's a Banzai. And funnily enough, there's even something. There's an intruder. There's a Canon Foreigner. There's a Sebastian. Very disturbing eyes. And I remember that his eyes bulge, sort of like when King Triton when King Triton is angry or threatening him and his eyes bulge. Kiss the girl. A small booklet. Oh, so here I tried to draw. The xylophone playing hyena. And again, yeah, how did I do this? I literally paused my VCR because there were no internet Google search engines to look up Lion King drawings. I think I want to sort of make my own movement with the hyena on every page. So here's another hyena and another hyena. But I never made it past the 4 Oh, there's another one. Oh, a few more. Another hyena. It's all the same hyena with the xylophone, the playing the bones. I need at least 24, but yeah, something like that. A great effort. D for effort. This is a relatively new edition. Oh, this is from 2 or 3 years ago. Thomas 16 Bijan found it in the thrift store. This was actually quite expensive in 1994. I think this was like a $30 play set, Pride Rock, and he found it for, I don't know, something like $3 or $4 in great condition. It's almost minty. It has been opened, but yeah, the original kid treated it well. Great stuff. It resembles the He-Man Masters of the Universe playset with the bones. We're almost there. There's a Disneyland magazine. This was a sort of a staple of our childhood. They no longer make them, but yeah, this was a monthly magazine. This one's from December 1994, so the 12th of the year. It says here it contains the story of the Lion King, and it's the most fun monthly magazine for kids starting at the age of 3. So yeah, as you can see, comics, long stories of the 3 fairies, the story of the 7 dwarfs. You could win a backpack, etc., etc. Even Disney babies. Yeah, I never had a subscription, but whenever the subject interested me, I asked my mom to get the Disneyland magazine. The Viewmaster, I want to say tapes, but reels, the Viewmaster reels. What does it say? Well, it's not in English. It's in German, French, Dutch, and Greek. Wish I could speak Greek. That would be funny to attempt Greek. So let's try German. König der Löwen. And then let's just say one of them. It says here, Simba sieht Mufasas Gesicht, das sich auf dem seinigen widerspiegelt. So Simba sees Mufasa's face that reflects on his face, or that sort of reflects in the water, and he sees it. I have no idea how I would translate this. I just can't. This is what we called briefpapier in Dutch. And briefpapier was, well, actually just writing materials. So as you can see, there's a very, it's like letter paper back when we used to write letters. So there's a faint Simba on there, so you can send to your best friends. And they even included envelopes, also with a very faint Simba inside the envelope. So this was really to encourage young kids to write letters. This was, of course, prior to the invention, well, not prior to the invention, but prior to the wide acceptance of emails. I'm hoping to, it's been ages since I wrote a real letter. I wrote David Attenborough a letter 2 years ago. He didn't respond. Busy man. No shade. And even more briefpapier. This one has never been opened. Yeah. The Belgian postal services, in the past they had something called a postogram, which was a sort of a more expensive letter that you could send, and then you could put in the destination date. So if you say you wanted your card to arrive on someone's birthday, you could enter the exact birthday, and then they would deliver it on said birthday date. Sadly, sometimes even this backfired. I remember my mom. She was quite angry when she used it to send my dad a birthday card on the exact same date, and it arrived like 3 or 4 days later. So yeah. Here's a color card for the. It's a sort of a postogram ad, and it was a color card even included. That's nice, because I would never know the exact date that The Lion King arrived in Belgian cinemas. The 23rd of November 1994 apparently. So this was back when we had to wait a while. I think it came out in June of 1994 in America. And the final thing in my Lion King merch box, it's just a notepad. Well, again, to write. And I called it, I drew Simba. When did I draw him? Normally I used to always include the dates. Apparently this time I forgot it. So yeah, I drew this in, let's say, early 95. The Leeuwenkoning schrift. And Simba says, een goed begin, which is like off to a great start. Copyright The Walt Disney Company. Simba and Timon's arm. Don't know why I needed or I felt the need to point that out. Here I made my own maze, solved my maze. So Timon had to look for his evening dinner or his meal, which is the bug here. And when you end up here, it says no dinner, geen avondmaal in Dutch. And that's your lot. I never drew anymore. So yeah. And that's the Lion King merch from 1994. Didn't have everything, but yeah, great little collection nonetheless. Now, why did I make this video? Why did I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne? Why did I remembered my box and I went to my parents' basement to pick it up? Because this week I found an additional figure in the thrift shop. Look, it's a Simba. Now, weirdly enough, this is a smiling Simba. So where's the other? This is the other Simba. I never knew they had any variations. So smiling Simba, and to me, it almost seems like a bootleg. Because look at it. I mean, there's something off with the eyes. I will zoom in again. It will make it easier to judge for yourself. Look at this. Realistic, angry Simba. Benign, happy Simba. Yeah, it seems almost they are very alike. But look, even the belly. For example, the belly has the correct color, no color here. I think we're looking at a very good bootleg. This was €2, so money well spent or money wasted on a bootleg. And I also found a TMNT original bike. Great. Sadly, the There's a piece that's missing to make it actually stand up, which is a sort of a trash can, a trash can extension for a second turtle. Still, for €2, vintage TMNT toys, always a bargain. Until we meet again, keep enjoying The Lion King. What a great, great, great movie. I should actually get to work on a comparison video, but yeah, I'm doing these chronologically. So next up is Fantasia. Aladdin made him a lot of...